In this new series, I'll be answering your business questions. My name is Nina, and this is Business Q&A. Adrian asks, is it possible to get long-term employees to sign new employee documents? Short answer, yes. With that being said, it may not be easy in some cases. There are workarounds for doing this, but I don't want to put that information in a video since I don't know who's watching this, whether it's an employee or an employer. You can contact me if you'd like for more information. Jacob asks, I watched your video about bookkeeping for business owners and QuickBooks tracking job expenses. How is this done? That video you're talking about, it wasn't on bookkeeping. I believe it was something about a financial meeting or schedule a financial meeting now. That may be the title of it. But anyway, there's an area in QuickBooks called class. A line for class is in a number of areas throughout QuickBooks, estimates, invoices, check register, other places too. All you need to do is make up a unique number, any number, A12345, 2468, doesn't matter. What matters is that number needs to be used throughout the job. Every invoice and every expense in QuickBooks should have that unique class number. Once the job is completed and all the payments and charges were submitted, you will be able to pull a P&L by that class number, and voila! The class number you assign applies to everything purchased in that job: credit card charges, client payments, subcontractor lunches with the client, everything. You will see an awesome, beautiful report that shows if your company made or lost money. Quanell asked, do you have some crazy stories to share in your experience as a business operations manager? Yes, I have many stories in my years of experience. One that comes to mind really quickly is I know someone who was asked as an employee, this person was asked if the business could use her credit. And this isn't the first story I've had where employees were asked if the owners of a company can borrow their credit. Moral of the story, anytime your company needs to ask an employee to use their credit, you need to stop and examine your business and fix your problems. My opinion. Chuck Wagon asks, what should I do if I think an employee is stealing from my company? Chuck Wagon, that is a broad question. Do you think the employee is stealing office supplies? I recommend monitoring the amount you're spending versus what your company uses on a regular basis. Go back 12 months as a benchmark and see how much your spending has increased, maybe. I'd also keep office supplies under lock and key, like one of those metal storage boxes. Metal storage cabinets, and keep your office supplies under lock and key. Is it intellectual property? I recommend employment policies and enforcing those policies, confidentiality agreements, and other stuff like that. Are they stealing money? Again, I need more specifics. Are they using credit card for personal expenses? I hope you have a signed document that allow your company to recoup the losses from the employee's paycheck. Your question is too broad for me to answer at this time. Annie asks, an employee had his car broken into and wanted my company to pay for the damages and lost property. Is my company obligated to pay this? In Texas, short answer, no. Your company is not obligated to pay any damages related to an auto break-in that falls under the employee's auto insurance policy. And thinking about it, it might be a good idea to create an employment policy and include that in your company's handbook and send an email out to your employees. Melanie asks, can I create an employment policy and send it to employees via email? Yes, you can do that. You can create a new employment policy, put it in an email, and send it to all of your customers. But with that being said, I would also add that to the copy of your employee handbook. I'm hoping that you have one. Last question, Barry asks, how should I deal with an employee who does not submit time cards? First, I would ensure that there is an employment policy outlining when and how this is to be done, along with disciplinary actions that may be taken. Then second, I would schedule an employee meeting with all the employees to discuss the importance of submitting timesheets and disciplinary actions for those who don't. The meeting can be as simple as reading your employment policy and asking if there are any questions. If the employee continues to not submit the time cards, I would then start with disciplinary actions. If it's a key employee, you have to think outside of the box because you need that employee. So for example, I would reduce their PTO time earned or bonus amount of bonus that they get. I would do something like that. And the main thing is making sure that you are staying consistent with your policy. Don't ask them to submit the time cards if they haven't been doing it for some time, or you're sporadically enforcing the employment policy. If you have any more questions, please send me an email. And when I get enough questions, I'll be doing videos like this. Thanks for watching.